Thou shalt return to me. Thou shalt have my blessing.
We have reached Worm's Crossing. Where is your granddaughter?
Shira hath devoted her body and soul to Ilmata. Find her at the Open-Hand Temple.
Flaming Fist investigation underway. Stay back.
Here we be. Take me to my cherished Shira, and thy reward shall be plenty.
The priests will open the temple up again. You will see. They're good people, holy people.
Watch your step inside the temple. One of the priests got cut to ribbons, and they're looking for someone to blame.
Tell them that Father Lgan was nice to us, and that we didn't do anything, we swear!
Temple worship suspended until further notice. The faithful endure.
The crying one weeps today. Our Father Lgan is dead. Murdered.
What happened?
I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning. May Ilmata guide your footfalls, stranger.
I still can't believe anyone would murder Father Lgan.
There's enough blood to make a believer out of anyone.
That Ilmata's grace, must you be so insensitive? You're wrong about Father Lgan's killer.
Enough, Yanis. I don't teach you how to pray, so don't teach me how to investigate. I have all the evidence I need.
You don't even have the murder weapon.
Details.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmata.
Given the circumstances, I think Ilmata will forgive you. My god would.
I suppose you're right. But the crying one has much more on his plate than curse words, given what just happened here.
Ah, yes. Father Lgan's passing. My condolences.
It wasn't just Father Lgan. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target.
What makes Brilgor politically convenient?
Brilgor was a refugee. No one sticks up for them at the best of times, and with Gortash in power, well, I expect the Flaming Fists will ban refugee aid now one of them's blamed for murder.
Allow me to help you. My god would bid me aid a follower of Ilmata.
Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence.
Where can I find the investigator?
Chares's Caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case.
Any idea what I should be looking for?
Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really.
I wanted to ask about something else. Can you tell me where to find Shira Clarwen?
I can tell you where to find her, but she won't be very chatty, I'm afraid. Shira passed away last year. Peacefully, mind. We buried her in the crypt under the temple, if you wish to visit.
Thank you. I best get going.
I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
So, I'm afraid your granddaughter has passed away.
Oh, no! This cannot, must not, shall not be! You must open her tomb in the Open-Hand Temple post-haste. She may bless us, even beyond the veil.
You feel a chuckle coming on, but it soon fades.
We let more outsiders in and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lgan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lgan? How did that work out?
I heard your priest died. My condolences.
Thank you, stranger. Father Lorgan's passing has saddened us all.
Passing? He was murdered by one of the fugitives he was harboring.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid.
Sounds like your god would be proud of Father Lorgan.
Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
Kitchen. Visitors kindly keep to common areas. Food will be served at meal times.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave.
You already talked to the investigator?
Investigator? That miniature mastodon is about as much use as rats in the pantry or flies in the soup. Father Lorgan's gone. Murdered. And now they're blaming a refugee for it.
So you don't think Brilgor killed him?
No. Brilgor was a nice bloke. He came a couple of times for soup. Potato chowder was his favorite. Didn't seem the murderous type. But what do I know?
Can you think of anyone who'd want to kill Lorgan?
Some folk didn't like how he looked after the refugees. But I don't think they'd kill him for it. At least, I hope they wouldn't. That's a scary thought.
Where did the attack happen?
He was attacked in the cellar. He had a private altar down there. Used to like the solitude. The man ate like a horse, a soup-hungry horse. Usually took enough to feed a small clergy down there. Look, I need to finish up here. Lots of soup to clean up. Blood, too.
Infirmary. Justice endures, even in suffering.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day.
Do I look diseased to you?
Reckon so. There's something off about you anyway. Might be brain rot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dead high priest to see to.
Indeed. I'm investigating his death and have some questions.
What do you want to know?
How badly wounded was he?
They cut off his hand. Sawed through flesh and bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Lgan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
Who killed you?
Dwarf, dressed in red.
Why did he kill you?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
What were you doing when you died?
Hiding Brilgor from fists.
Where did you hide him?
Took him to the tunnel with the rest. Oh, fool.
Why were you hiding Brilgor?
Must protect innocence. Ilmater's will.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Quite a view.
Everything seems so peaceful. We should talk to Brilgor.
Brilgor fell to anger and rage, taking Father Lorgan with him. May Ilmater forgive him.
Who killed you?
Dwarf. Red clothes. Stranger.
How did you die?
Pierced. Once. Paralyzed.
Were you alone when you died?
Father Lgan helping me.
Where did you die?
Tunnels beneath temple. Hidden from sight. Concealed buttons. Lgan opened for me.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
How goes the search?
We talked to the victims. They both point to the dwarf in red as the killer.
Talking to the victims' corpses was clever, but I don't know if Valyria will accept that testimony. You're on the right track. Please, keep looking.
There are secret tunnels in the cellar. How do I open them?
Not a clue. Ryvington's riddled with old smugglers' tunnels and the like. I wouldn't go poking around in them if I were you.
Well, let's follow the blood trail.
Certainly looks like a crypt. Now to hunt down Shira Clawen.
Here lies Sister Shira Clawen, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
Here it is. The tomb of the amulet spirit's granddaughter. Time for a family reunion.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone thou might be, alas. Honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
And what happens if I say yes?
Thou shalt know the extent of Shah's mania, Tasha's hideous laughter at thine beck and call. But at what cost? Who might say?
If it will bring you peace, I will bear the madness.
Your muscles tingle and your mouth twitches as the laughing madness spreads through you. The madness tugs at your mind, prods in places best left untouched. You feel your wisdom begin to drain.
Moon maiden fair, lend us your light to guide us home in dark of night.
You remain wise as ever, even as Shah's madness spreads outward. You giggle, struck by the absurdity of the moment. A spirit hiding inside an amulet has brought you to the body of his granddaughter and possessed it. Outrageous. Ridiculous. Once again, you feel your wisdom draining away. Hilarious. Or is it?
To keep us on the path of right, ever burning, ever a true guide.
The urge to laugh dwindles. Though you can't help but chuckle. You withstood the monk's madness and earned Tasha's hideous laughter.
Thank you.
My friend, forgive me, for this mind was not mine own. May laughter be thy gift, never thy curse, the morning Lord calls. Canst thou feel the warmth of his blessing? This is not my final twilight, but a new dawn. Farewell.
The corpse is an empty husk once more. The monk, liberated from madness, is finally at peace.
He's gone. Well, he was always good for a laugh.
That's curious.
These must be the secret tunnels Lgan was using.
Keep an eye out, brethren. It must be here somewhere.
Never get the fun job, Som.
Be patient, child. Soon.
Why does Dolor get all the finest weapons?
You are a weapon, my sweet.
A sharper one than Dolor. He spends too much time with his prey. He's going to get us caught.
Dolor is an artist. You do well to think on that.
Well, what now, sir? We go check his place?
Perhaps. We'll take one more look here, then move on to the flop house. Brethren in blood, kill them!
A doppelganger? What devious trick was it trying to pull?
What were you doing here?
Cleaning up. Dolor. Messy. Left his dagger. Careless.
Why did you want this dagger so much?
Strong. Paralyzes.
Did you kill Father Lgan?
No. Dolor did. Splendid. Kill.
Who is Dolor?
Our blood-red dwarf. Tricky. Hungry.
Who do you work for?
The corpse tries to speak, but something prevents it.
Is Dolor one of you?
Yes. But wants more.
A pretty dagger.
I'll wager this is what was used to kill Father Lorgan.
My gods, this is sick.
A murderer with artistic ambitions. Can't say I appreciate their body of work. Clown's bloody torso.
Still in jolly rags.
No more belly laughs for dribbles.
Gods, it's awful. Look at these people. These poor people.
I think these were the people Father Lorgan was trying to help.
For all the good it did them.
The only way a priest could help them now is with burial rites.
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
I can't help but feel like I'm missing something.
Look at the teeny footprints.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
You're here. Good luck. This damn city's more treacherous than the Underdark.
Ah, there you are. Good. We need to strategize. Wulbrin is planning something. Speak to him. Help him see sense. Someone has to.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope.
Gortash is a dead man. I have reasons of my own for taking him down.
As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch, they're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it.
Why put the blame on the Gondians?
They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while the city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit.
What was the plan?
Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Ironhands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking.
Maybe the Gondians are victims, not oppressors.
The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are.
I'll make contact with the Gondians. Maybe they'll see reason.
That's what I've been saying. There may yet be a peaceful solution.
Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong.
Fine, I'll take it. But I'll only use it as a last resort.
As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
A rune powder bomb? Huh. What the devil has he become?
I think there's more to this than meets the eye.
You'll hear no argument on that score. But using rune powder on the Gondians? They are inventors, just like us. Persnickety and self-important, too. But we all have our moments. Something is wrong. Very wrong.
I'll speak to them.
That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary.
Now you've spoken to the big man, good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point.
Glad I could diffuse the situation.
Funny. You're gonna need that sense of humour here. I overheard you're gonna be helping us fight the good fight. Knew I would have regretted blowing you up. Better get on with it then. Wulbren wouldn't have put his trust in you for nothing.
So, Gale, you laid with a goddess. You must have some sordid tales to tell.
Sordid? I lay with the mother of magic herself. What we had was transcendent, euphoric, incandescent. Not sordid.
You actually made sleeping with a goddess sound boring. Incredible.
We shed tears today, so we may shed blood tomorrow.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
Welcome, friend. You've joined us as we honor our fallen dead. A somber time, and you have brought a somber guest. I did not think you would willingly return, Spawn.
Well, indeed. I was rather hoping I'd never see you people again. Honestly.
Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdiska Blast.
I feel we're intruding. We should leave quickly.
Calm yourself. You will not be harmed. Our leader has called off the hunt. She wishes to speak to you.
Im orak nete. Krasin netra. So, the impossible Spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you.
What do you want with Astarion?
The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future.
When I was hunting you, I was to bring you back here, interrogate you, discover how to save our children, and then destroy you.
But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Yes, he's free now.
Free? Not while his master still lives. But he has perhaps earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr'Zar's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead.
How can you be sure, Astarion?
I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them.
I know our plight is grim, but if there is even a chance to save them, we must take it.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
I pray you will succeed where we failed. Exterminate every last vampire parasite.
Sword Coast Couriers.
Do not, under any circumstances, employ Sword Coast Couriers. Their service is appalling.
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Don't be shy. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed.
Wait, delivery not guaranteed?
Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they?
You sense there's more to his anxiety than a few missing letters.
Level with me. What's really going on here?
Oh, well, one of the missing letters is my own correspondence. A personal matter, nothing serious. But you can understand if people think I can't even deliver my own letters. I'd be finished.
Any idea where the birds went missing?
Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much.
Do you want me to track down your letter?
You do that? Well, if it's not too much bother, yes, I'd appreciate the help. Bring me the letter, unopened, of course, and I'll happily compensate you for your troubles.
I found a different letter. It was on the body of one of your employees.
Gomwick, that's a real shame. Fine courier he was. Stumped how I'll replace him. Most want to get into the city these days, not leave it. We've had to cut our courier services completely.
Hello?
Shh! No talking. You'll frighten the birds. Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
A little wet under the wing for our unit. The commander will soon straighten you out.
Name and rank! Quickly now! There's a war on!
Against the Absolute. I know, I'm fighting in it.
The Absolute? Poppycock! Enemy propaganda designed to confuse simple minds. Pah. Not your fault you fell for it. You need a strong leader like myself to see the wood under the trees. I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Chiantha. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day.
I hear some of your, officers have gone missing recently. What happened to them?
Damned awful business. Fine flyers, a lot of them. Gone without a trace. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. We're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the blighter. If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return.
Sign of the featherless wings?
Is that Tara? Why, I think it is.
Mr. Dekarios, heavens! Fancy seeing you here.
Tara! That can't be you, can it?
I suppose you won't be terribly shocked to find your old friend Tara amongst the pigeons. They've always been a personal favourite.
My, is that a ring? For us? Oh, you shouldn't have. Enjoy yourself now, Tara. Looks like you've got yourself set up quite nicely here.
What's your Tressum doing here, Gale?
She isn't my Tressum. She's my friend. And from the looks of things, it appears she's eating pigeons.
Can you ask her to stop eating pigeons?
Oh, right. Did you hear that, Tara? Stop it?
Well, these must be important birds indeed, Mr. Dekarios. Forgive me for feasting on their bodies and bones so very voraciously.
Oh, she's agreed. Just about. Tara remains as willful as ever. But I'm glad you finally made her acquaintance. Given the length of my time away, I feared she might have given up on me. Oh, I should have known better. She'd never do such a thing.
I can see why you love her. She's quite the character.
That's Tara. Loyal, intelligent, brave, and apparently unwilling to follow even the most basic of instructions when her own safety is at stake. I wouldn't have her any other way. I'd actually been thinking about introducing the two of you anyway, over a sumptuous home-cooked meal, if that sounds at all to your taste. My tower in Waterdeep boasts an excellent kitchen and a wine cellar to rival Ondar himself. Not to mention a larder stocked with my homemade Hundor sauce.
Hundor sauce?
A Waterdavian delicacy, spiced to leave exactly the right amount of heat lingering on the tongue, and served with that most sharp-toothed of Aquarian residents, the quipper fish. I make it to my mother's recipe. Packs quite a wallop, as does she.
Inviting me to your house for the first time? You must really like me.
More than you could possibly believe.
So, your last name is Dekarios?
It is. Courtesy of my mother, the inimitable, dare I say it, sometimes unavoidable Morena Dekarios. It's been so long since I've used it. Gale Dekarios cuts a poor figure next to the wizarding prowess of Gale of Waterdeep.
Doesn't your mother mind?
Oh, she's happy if I'm happy. Morena couldn't care one jot what I call myself. Tara's the real stickler for using it. Has done since I summoned her. I prefer you not to follow her example, if that's all the same to you. Gale is more than sufficient.
Gale Dekarios. I think I like him more.
You like so many things about me I'd have sooner discarded. Your generosity is quite wonderful. Gale Dekarios likes you too. Very, very much. Though let's keep his existence between ourselves for now. Now that we've got something to look forward to, I think it's time we went and saved the world. Don't you?
Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet?
Is this the letter you were looking for?
Thank the gods! Unopened as well. Oh, what a relief. My customers will be most pleased. Here's your fee. As promised.
You've returned, yet my flyers have not. I suppose they've flown this mortal coop, so to speak. Make your report. How did the battle unfold?
They fought to the last feather against a truly formidable foe.
Of course they did. No doubt it was my training gave them the discipline and resolve to stay in the fight. As for you, flightless one, it was an honor taking you under my wing. Dismissed.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Mahia?
When you prove yourself not to be an incompetent idiot.
Ah, I see. Maybe next 10 day, then. Hi.
Do you work here?
Yeah, I'm caring for the courier dogs. Mahia's my boss. She's mean, but Dad says she'll toughen me up.
She seems like a bully.
She's an educator. She says if somebody doesn't listen, shout louder. And if they still don't listen, fetch the rod.
Dringo, get back to work. And you, what do you want? This is a private yard.
You were being awfully harsh on the boy when I arrived.
It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs and makes more of a mess.
Really? Oh, well. I think I found one of your dogs, Scratch.
Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please. I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now.
You shouldn't raise your hand to him like that.
I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard.
I'll break every bone in your body before I let you hurt that dog.
You'll do no such thing.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning.
I'll give you to the count of 10 to leave these kennels. 1, 2...
Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
Normal service resumed at last.
I wonder what's in the newspaper. Lord Gortash to be elevated to Archduke.
You've got to be kidding me.
Grand ceremony to be held in Worms Rock Audience Hall.
Archduke Gortash? He does have a high opinion of himself.
Maybe we should get to Worms Rock and crash that party.